Hi everyone! I am Mia Costales from Group 7 and today ipapakilala ko sa inyo ang aking mga naggagandahan at naggagwapuhang mga kagrupo. So kasama ko ngayon si Sir Jano, si Ma'am Danica at si Ma'am Shane. Tatalakayin namin ang iba't ibang electrical hazards and safety measures na pwede nating matutunan at mai-apply sa ating bahay, sa ating mga tahanan.
Good day everyone, I am Danica E. Macanas from BSED2D, and in this video I'm going to discuss about the electrical hazards which are common inside and outside our home. So number 1 is poor wiring and defective electric wires. Good quality wiring that conforms to safety standard is very important for safety. Bad wiring can increase the chances of fire, power surges, and other serious consequences. For this reason, it's always best to avoid to wait yourself electric work and get professional electrician to perform most dangerous home electrical hazards. So number 2 is outlets close to water. Electrical outlets in the bathrooms, kitchens, and other areas with water should be installed a safe distance away from the source of water. As water conducts electricity, keeping outlets away from the water reduces the chance of an electric shock. On the other hand, are the common hazards outside the home or in the environment. Number 1 is working on live circuits. There are times when working on or around a live circuit is unavoidable, but most of the time that isn't the case. A worker will look at the job and decide it's only going to take a few moments, so he won't bother to throw the breaker or take similar safety steps. That's especially true if he doesn't expect to come in contact with the electrical lines, such as painter will paint around a wall outlet or light switch. So another one is improper grounding. A properly grounded circuit provides a very high level of security because it directs the flow of electricity away from the human body by giving it faster route to an earth ground. And however, many craftspeople don't take the time to inspect ground wires to ensure that they provide the right protection. So that's all for my discussion. Once again, I am Danica Abon Macanas from BSED2D. Thank you.
Thank you, ma'am. Ngayon po, bibigay tayo ng mga electrical safety measures that can be done dyan sa mga nasabing electrical hazards. So for number 1, poor wiring and defective electric wires. So for safety po, high quality wirings that meet safety standard is essential. Kaya po wag tayong mamimili lang ng mga pipitsugin. Iwasan po yon. Then, iwasan din po, always best to avoid do-it-yourself electrical work. Kapag di po natin talaga alam, huwag po tayong magmagaling. And hire a professional electrician to do the wirings for you. And upgrade and replace old and faulty wires if necessary. In short po, huwag tayong magtipid for our safety rin po. Ngayon, number 2, outlets close to water. So, keep electrical equipment or outlets away from water. Kasi po, alam naman natin, water conducts electricity. So even the slightest exposure to this dangerous mix can lead to injury. Make sure you wipe up any spills to ensure that plugs don't get wet. So tandaan po natin, mag-ingat lagi. I-check lagi kung may mga spills na malapit sa outlets or plugs. So number 3 po, working on live circuits. So tandaan po natin, when working on live circuit, bago po tayo magsimula, all circuits in immediate work area must be shut off, lock out, and tag out. Then tested to confirm they are de-energized. Tandaan po natin, safety first, lagi mo nang tandaan, isure muna, napatay muna lahat. So number 4 po, how do you ground an electrical circuit properly? So sa tandaan po natin, this is commonly accomplished by connecting one of the circuit wires to the soil or ground by running a wire to a to a ground rod, a long copper rod driven directly into the soil. So advantage of grounding one wire to a circuit includes safety and reliability.
So, ayun naman pala. Salamat, Sir Jano. So, we have safety measures that we can apply, we can learn, we can study. So, but what if we are not aware of those potential hazards around electricity? What will happen? And that what is I'm going to share with you. Gaya nga ng sinabi ni Ma'am Danica, we have hazards na pwede nating ma-encounter or ma-experience. So we can experience fire and we can experience also electric shock. That is the most common hazards na pwede nating ma-encounter or ma-experience. So if we are not aware of those potential hazards around electricity, there is a low electrical safety. And we are not also aware how to act accordingly with those hazards around us, around electricity. So we are at risk. So we can receive physical injuries such as electric shock, burns, and in a worst case, death. It can lead to death. So that is the possibilities if we are not aware of the potential hazards around electricity.
Kaya every one of us, we need to know how to act accordingly. So here are some rules for safety behavior around electricity. First, never use an aluminum or steel ladder if you are working on any receptacle at a height in your home. An electric surge will ground you and the whole electric current will pass through your body. Instead, just use a bamboo, wooden, or fiberglass ladder. Second, always use appropriate insulated rubber gloves and goggles while working on any branch circuit or any electric circuit. Third, never use equipment with frayed cords, damaged insulation, or broken plug. Fourth, always avoid water at all times when working with electricity. Never touch or try repairing any electric equipment or circuits with wet hands because it increases the conductivity of the electric current. And lastly, if you are working on any receptacle at your home, then always turn off the mains. It is also a good idea to put up a sign on the service panel so nobody turns the main switch on by accident.
Salamat sa iyong pakikinig. Kami ay nagpapasalamat mula sa Group 7 sa iyong oras, sa iyong masugid na pakikinig sa aming diskusyon sa araw na ito. Salamat. Pagpalain ka ng Panginoon.